Today's conference is an opportunity to hear directly from young people. It's about bringing together what has been happening in every member state in terms of hearing the views of young people about how best we can respond to the challenges of today. The structured dialogue, as it's called, has taken place across all of the member states. We've had it here in Ireland. It is a unique opportunity to hear directly the views of young people about the current challenges, to get their very best thinking about the initiatives that are needed, about the continuum of supports that need to be developed from the youth sector right through to education and employment opportunities for young people.
There are about 150 young people from all around Europe trying to discuss the social inclusion of young people in Europe. So the background is very large, is wide open, and above all we need to face our reality, and in second to discuss solutions, because it's our problems, and it's this our main goal, is to discuss solutions, options, opportunities. So I'm facing that in these days with different backgrounds. We can talk about how we can do to resolve some solutions in here.
Each of the European delegates have chosen a specific area that they want to work in. So, like I chose sport, Anthony chose youth organisations. So we've all broken up into smaller groups, and from there we'll discuss those issues, so everyone's discussing what they have an interest in.
We make a consultation in Portugal, as other people make the consultation in their own countries, and now it's time to share good practices, share the solutions that we face in our countries, and try to get some kind of conclusions to present to the European Commission and to the decision makers at the European level.
The structured dialogue, which we started a few years ago, proved to be very successful and a very useful process, because it gives the opportunity to our young people, first of all, to discuss among themselves on a national basis, then on a European basis, and then discuss it also with policymakers, whether it is ministers or directors or commissioners. I think this dialogue is becoming really more and more important.
When we asked young people, what is your main concern? Top of that list was the unemployment challenge, the employment challenge. So we'll be thinking a lot about that over the next few days here. In our workshops, it will be a theme, along with some of the other key themes identified by young people. The transition from education to employment has been identified as well.
I think we should address some important topics that, especially for us Italians, are really urgent, such as the economic crisis that brings with us the unemployment, especially among youngsters. In Italy we have a 40% rate of unemployment that is really high, and I think that social inclusion means also to have a job, to have a good employment, and I think that the youth guarantee that now the European Commission is developing should be implemented also at the national level.
In Ireland, unemployment is a major issue, and it's a major issue in Europe in general, so it would be a big issue that we'll be having conversations around. In my group is youth organisations trying to promote skills development and confidence building as well.
There is in Portugal, because it's the main problem that we're facing, the unemployment rate, but especially the youth unemployment rate, because it's now reaching 40% of young people. So we are talking about a lost generation, or we could be talking about a lost generation.
Each of the workshops that we're going to be doing, at the end we're going to come up with 3 concrete solutions that we want to be implemented, and they will be passed forward then onto the Parliament, etc., other European main decision-making bodies, and they hopefully will take on board what we've said and implement what we've asked.
We want to be part of the social consultation between the unions, the government, and the representatives of the of the enterprises. Why? Because we really think that the young people is out of the system. Nowadays, the discussion is not about the employees and the employers, it's about the people that are in the system and the people that are out of the system, and the young people are out of the system.
It's reassuring to know that Ireland isn't by themselves in what they're feeling at the moment, that it is being felt all over Europe, which kind of gives us a little bit of hope that if we all work together we can actually fix the issues.